right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Down with Flint Town. We're in February, baby. It's cold. Ray's got short sleeves on, and we're rocking here. What's up, big dog?
My cousin Jesse bought me this shirt after they beat us back in September. And I didn't know till today that it was a sleeveless shirt. I'd already planned on wearing it. So I got it on. It's nice and warm in here, thank God. But yeah, it's a sleeveless shirt. I'm not trying to, show off.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want people getting jealous of it.
It's all good. Hey, dude, hey, listen, you got a sleeveless shirt on in February, and for some reason, I can't get this Ja Rule song out of my head. And I do not sing Ja Rule songs, but I think it was the last thing we heard or something. I don't know.
It was the last song we heard in the car.
Oh, God. Yeah. If I ever start singing Ja Rule again, just punch me. Just punch me in the face.
I can't punch you in the face. There is literally nothing you could say or do that would make me want to punch you in the face.
A Ja Rule song makes me want to punch myself in the face. I'm just going to say that right now.
Now, if you punch yourself in the face, I might have to whoop your ass after that because I don't want you getting punched in the face.
Yeah,
So if you punch yourself in the face, I'm going to beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
Right, yeah. It's like, that's kind of like my rule, right?
Yeah, but other than that, I can't. There's nothing I can do to hit you in the face unless you hit yourself.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Just like if you die, I got to kill you now.
No, if I commit suicide, you got to kill me.
Now, either way.
Okay. No laughing matter, but Randy did say if you ended up killing yourself, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
However you worded it.
That's how it works right around here.
Well, we're up to a good start today.
Hey, all right. If you haven't tuned out already, because we talking nonsense, man. Oh, man. All right. Let's get into something nasty, Ray. By the way, welcome back, man. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Mad respect to all of you. Ray, what do we got today? Give me something. Give me something.
But we always start off with a good roll call.
Roll call.
And since the football season just ended, the NFL football season, we just had the Super Bowl 6 days ago. I got an interesting roll call, Randy.
Okay, let's hit it.
Quarterbacks that have participated in the Super Bowl.
Okay, I like this.
If you can't name 5 or 6, then come on, man.
Now, what you doing out here, right?
What you doing out here?
I'm going to start with a guy who's played in 5 of them, and he's only 29 years old. And I got to go with Patrick Mahomes. That's how I roll. He's played in 5 of them.
Okay, he's played in 5 of them. Okay. Well, I'll give a guy that played in 4 of them and has never thrown an interception.
Hit it.
The GOAT of all GOATs. Joe Montana.
Love Joe Montana.
Montana Ave.
Montana Ave. Respect. I used to love Joe Montana because I lived on Montana. You know how it goes.
I love Montana.
He was awesome, dude. He was awesome. All right, cool. All right, if you're going that route, then I'm gonna hit you with an obscure. Let's go Trent Dilfer, 2000.
Why do people give him hard? You notice people give him the hardest time out of everybody.
Yep.
When they always say, well, it don't mean nothing. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. And this is what I always tell everybody. The reason you make fun of him is because his last name is Dilfer. He's got a stupid name.
Well,
that's the example they always use of guys that had no business winning quarterback. Yes, I know the defense was great.
Yeah.
I know, but tell me, come on, man. If his name was Trent Thompson, he wouldn't be as revered negatively.
They just wouldn't
with the last name Dilfer.
They wouldn't think about him at all.
He doesn't pass the name test. That's why they give him a hard time. He was okay.
Okay. All right. I'll give you another guy. Oh, it's not your turn. Your turn. My fault.
Okay. I'm going to go with, he didn't win one, but he's a damn good quarterback, Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton. There you go. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you the other guy who gets a bunch of flack because all he did was win 2 Super Bowls and nothing else. He's up for the Hall of Fame now, Eli Manning. Everybody who goes in flack.
Eli was a good quarterback. He was a good playoff quarterback.
He made plays happen. I'm not saying he's great or nothing like that, but, dude, in big games, he made it happen.
Now, he's an interesting figure, though, Randy, because the Hall of Fame is usually based on numbers. Yeah. Not championship rings like what the fans like to do now, but does he have the regular season numbers to be a Hall of Fame quarterback someday?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I think he'll get in just because the rings, right? And they got to recognize the main players off that team will get in, right? But because they won more than one, right? He won 2, so it's I think he's gonna get in. But yeah, I think the NFL needs to be a little bit more picky about who gets in. You know what I mean? I think baseball's too picky, right? Yeah. But NFL might be a little too loose. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, but he'll get in because he's got the rings, and those are big moments. I mean, he made plays there. I'm not hating on it at all. But yeah, the rest of his numbers, I think his overall record outside of that is pretty. Outside of those 2 seasons is like 500, I think, or something. But
okay,
yeah. So okay.
So you said Eli. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go with the guy that anybody who watches this probably want to slap both of us in the head that we haven't named him yet, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, man. He's been in all of them, hasn't he?
I think. Let me see. If he would have played in one more Super Bowl, just played in it,
Yeah.
then he would have spent half of his entire career in the Super Bowl.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
That's insane. Like, so what's he got? 10 total, right? Didn't he win 7 and lost
10
3,
total,
right?
and I believe he played for 22 years.
That's insane.
10 total.
That's insane, man. If you could pull that off, like I'm happy with my Chiefs. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I got to watch them playing 5 Super Bowls in my lifetime. Like, I'm playing on house money, right? And I know we got absolutely ass hammered by Philly. I got that, right? I watched that happen, but I'm playing on house money. I can't be mad. Like, my team made it again. Like, you know what I mean? So it was a tough loss. Don't get me wrong. And I wanted to win. I wanted that 3-peat, but like, I can't be mad. How can I be mad at this team? How can I be mad at this team? We're 5 Super Bowls in 7 years. I mean, come on. Like, what? So, anyways, yeah. Okay, let's go with this way. And I just learned a lot more about this guy. And I always respected him, right? But I just learned a lot more about this guy, Doug Williams, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
that dude came from straight poverty, worked his way up, got, ditched in a lot of levels, and ended up starting in the Super Bowl. Wasn't even a starting quarterback beginning of the year. Ends up in the Super Bowl, wins that mug. Boom, Doug Williams. There you go, right?
Former teammate of Otha Hill.
Otha Hill and Doug Williams like this at Grambling, right?
Grambling
State. Let's go right there, man.
Otha Hill, our coach.
Okay. All right. Who you got?
I got, let me see. I'm going to go with Norman Boomer Esiason.
Well, there you go right there. I like Boomer.
That was a good Super Bowl. That would have been Super Bowl 23.
Yep.
That's when Montana took them, I think, 89, 90 yards with 1:43 to go that passed John Taylor. So, yeah, Boomer Esiason.
There you go. The catch, right? The catch. Different one? The catch was against.
No, the catch was Dwight Clark.
Dwight Clark.
You're thinking of Dwight Clark. That was the NFC Championship.
Right over my head.
No, at least you know what that is.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think of some more obscure ones. I mean, we know the Steve Youngs. We know that. You know what I mean? We know the Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
Trying to get a couple different ones here. Let's go with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow made it to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't win it, but he was in it.
Okay. Brad Johnson.
Ooh, nice, Brad Johnson. That's what I'm talking about. Let me think who. No, he got beat. Trying to think. Phil Simms? Phil Simms.
Yes.
There we go. Phil Simms. Got him.
I guess I'll have to say Jeff Hostetler.
Hostetler. There you go, man. Who was the Pittsburgh guy who threw the interceptions? Tim hates this guy.
Neil O'Donnell.
Neil O'Donnell, right? 2 interceptions, right? 2 pick sixes, right?
When you watch that, it was Larry Brown that caught the 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Larry Brown.
Not the coach.
He threw it right to him.
Yeah.
It looked like they were playing catch in the yard.
Right. 2.
It didn't just look like they were playing catch in the yard. It looked like how you look when you're loosening your arm up, where you just kind of.
Yeah, here you go, man.
Those are the most blatant, obvious. I'm doing this on purpose. Okay, anyways. I never liked Neil O'Donnell anyway.
Me, I don't either.
Okay, one of my favorite quarterbacks, Troy Aikman.
Okay.
I'm going to get back to the obscure ones, but I was thinking of Troy Aikman.
That's fine. I might have to hit some more basic ones, too. Lynn Dawson. I'm going to go with my
Oh,
other chief.
yeah, there you go. Yep.
Other chief in the Super Bowl.
Okay, let me see. You're going to go Lynn Dawson. I might have to go Bart Starr.
Oh, Bart Starr. Okay. All right. Going old school now. Let's see. Let's go with Broadway Joe, right? Ooh. Let's go with that.
Nice. Okay. Here's a good one here. There's only 4 football players, Randy, in the history of the game of football that has won a Heisman and a Super Bowl MVP. This is one of them. Jim Plunkett.
Jim Plunkett. There you go. The Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Okay. All right. If you hit me with Jim Plunkett, I'm going to get you. Oh, Kurt Warner. Yeah. What a Super Bowl story that guy was.
The guy was bagging groceries 2 years prior to winning that Super Bowl. Not that there's anything wrong with bagging groceries. I'm just saying that. I mean, when he was bagging groceries, I mean, if he would have said, I'm going to win the Super Bowl in 2 years and be MVP. No. Yeah. Didn't they do a movie on him?
I didn't see it, but they probably did. Yep. Why wouldn't they? Right?
So you came with Kurt Warner. I'm going to go with Drew Bledsoe. He's the one who lost to the Packers when Brett Favre won. I'm going to go Drew Bledsoe. I had a Drew Bledsoe jersey.
Yeah. Drew Bledsoe, I'm going to tell you, man, underrated dude. He just doesn't get enough love. And the way he brought that city back, man, New Orleans after the flood, right? That was legendary shit right there. That was legendary stuff right there. You know what I mean?
Washington State U.
There you go, right there. Let's see here. Who else we got? Let's go with Russell Wilson, right?
Okay.
Those Seattle
Yep,
teams.
Yep. I can go with Russell
yeah.
Wilson.
I just remember that pick he threw at the goal line.
How about at the 1 yard line?
At the 1 yard. Why did you run a beast mode, man?
I have no idea. I don't know. How often do you see an interception at the 1 yard line in general, period?
Seriously, like it doesn't happen, right?
It doesn't happen.
Especially now with the tush push, right? He just line up and push everybody in, right?
All right, let me see. I'm going to go with Joe Theismann, Super Bowl winner. That would be Super Bowl 17. Super Bowl 17.
All right, you're going to have to help me with this. Who was the quarterback for Atlanta when they lost that big lead against the Patriots?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. There you go, Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I would have got that eventually, but thanks for the help.
Yep.
Yeah, I needed it.
Boston College.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay, Matt Ryan. That's a good one, Randy. Let me see. I'm trying to think of who. Man, Jim Kelly, man.
Oh, Jim, four of them.
Four
of them, right?
4 straight AFC title wins.
Okay.
So shouldn't they be considered the greatest team in AFC title game history? 4-0. 4 in a row. 4-peat. The AFC title game.
I mean, if that's a
if you're playing Buffalo in the AFC title game, isn't that an automatic loss? They've never lost. I know they've lost 4 straight Super Bowls, but I'm just talking the AFC title game. If you're an AFC team, you want to meet them in the AFC title game?
I mean, I got a history of beating the Bills in the playoffs lately. So
okay, you beat Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith and all.
No, not that team. Not that team.
Okay.
Yeah, not that team. That team was legit. I rooted for them to win every year, all 4 years.
Daryl Talley wearing those Spider-Man armbands.
Let's go, Biscuit, man. What you know about Biscuit?
That Cornelius Bennett?
Hell yeah, man, Cornelius Bennett.
Yeah, I don't know what I would know about Biscuit when he was at Nebraska or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I said Jim Kelly. Go ahead, Randy.
All right. Let's go with Jalen Hurts, right? Tush push, right? Just one,
okay.
Been to 2 of them already. Young guy, right there, right? Just one is one. So
okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
Coach Ufinger's college teammate on that undefeated Dolphins, Bob Greasy.
Bob Greasy, baby, right there. Let's go, the Grease man. All right.
Ufinger's teammate.
Okay. God, I hate to say this guy, but since you're going Colts, right? You gotta go. I gotta go Peyton Manning, man. God, not one of my favorite guys, but
okay. Well, you could have went a different route, and you could have said Johnny Unitas.
I could have went with Johnny U. That's what I should have went with right there. Yeah, I should have went with Johnny. All right, can I reverse that?
Go ahead. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm going Johnny Unitas. Nah, he's all right. Peyton Manning, hell of a quarterback. I couldn't stand him as a quarterback. He's a funny dude, but I can't stand him as a quarterback.
I get tired of people complaining that he didn't win the Heisman, man, over Woodson. Who would you have voted? I know you don't like Michigan, but who would you have voted for?
Oh, well, it was Woodson all day, man. Defensive guys don't get enough love in that Heisman vote. They should just call it quarterback of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, an occasional running back, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, that was Woodson all day. Yeah. Woodson also got gypped in the tuck rule thing, man, with that Super Bowl, the first one that Brady went to. I mean, in the snow. That game was legendary, man. To go to the Super Bowl, that was the AFC Championship right there. But he got ripped off on that, man.
He got ripped off on that.
That was a strip sack, man. He
got ripped off.
On that. And like I said, I'm not a Michigan guy, but come on, man, really? That's a strip sack.
Yeah.
Well, that started Brady's reign right there.
Oh yeah. All right. Who's it? My turn or your turn?
I don't even know anymore. Go for it.
Okay. Let me see. Dan Marino played in one.
Okay.
Oh, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah, he had all the records when he retired. I mean, he didn't win no Super Bowls, but like numbers.
Yeah.
He had all the records. He used to have them all.
Oh, he did. I know. Duke could play. Steve McNair, right?
Yeah.
They made it to one, right?
They got beat by Kurt Warner, right?
Yes, they did. Yep. That last second. They almost got in at the end there.
Yeah.
When
they reached, try to get it in.
Yep. Oh, I think I got another one.
Okay. Hold on to that one.
Okay,
let me see. I'm trying to think of old. I'm trying to go back to the 70s. Roger Staubach.
Oh, there you go, right there.
He's one of the 4 also. Heisman Trophy and Super Bowl MVP. Okay. Roger Staubach.
Okay, there you go. All right, fact check me on this. The year the Titans, or not the Titans, but the the Panthers. Wasn't it Jake Delhomme?
Yes.
Jake Delhomme.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Jake Delhomme.
Musa
Yep.
Muhammad on that squad, right? Like yeah,
Michigan
Jake
State.
Delhomme. Yeah, there you go. All right. I wanted to make sure I got the guy right.
Jake Delhomme.
Jake Delhomme. Okay. I pulled
Damn,
that
that's
one.
a good one. I
pulled
forgot
that,
about
that
him.
was deep. I pulled that one way deep.
Yeah, because the year after that was Donovan McNabb.
Oh, yeah. I got to say
Lost to
McNabb.
the Eagles.
Love McNabb. I loved McNabb. I named my cat after McNabb. That's a fact. I had a cat named McNabb for 20
really?
years. I did. I swear to God.
cool.
You know why I called him McNabb? Because he showed up on my porch like literally this cat crawled out from underneath my car and climbed up my leg. He was like this big, right? Like that big. But he looked like he had like this really, he had like this little afro. Right, you know, this little afro. And remember, McNabb used to have just that.
Yeah, that well kept,
spherical,
looking
that
afro.
Little mini
yeah.
fro, that mini fro he had rocking. I'm like,
I used to like that fro.
I did too. I
People had
loved it.
that.
I love McNabb. I love that fro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? You got a little fro like McNabb. Your name's McNabb. Yeah. Then,
Yeah, I remember when Shammond Williams played at North Carolina for the basketball team.
Okay.
He had a fro like that.
Oh, you know what? Then I'm gonna jump. Since I'm on my cat, and sorry, dude, I had a couple cats, right? I also had a pit bull named Cornbread, so don't get me wrong. But so once I got McNabb, I got his partner in crime. We found another stray cat, right? And I named
Elway?
him Elway. Yeah,
Elway. I remember Elway.
So there's my other.
I remember Elway. Okay, I guess there's no need for us to say John Elway now.
No,
His name.
that's why I said. That's why I had to bring
Okay.
him up. Yeah,
All right, that's a good one. Okay, let me see. Let me go back to the 70s here, man. What about the snake, man? Kenny Stabler.
Oh, I thought you were going with Jake Plummer, Jake the Snake Plummer. I don't think he
I'm
ever
going
made
with
it.
well, he's the second. I'm talking about the
The
original.
original,
Kenny
the original.
Stabler.
Okay. Ah, man.
Let me one more thing. I'm sorry if I have stories after all these quarterbacks. How would you have handled this, Randy? You're playing this in the '60s. You're a quarterback for Bear Bryant's Alabama team, right?
Yeah.
Now put your Michigan State bias to the side for a second, okay? Because I
Okay.
would do the same thing if it was my Michigan guys. Anyways, Joe Namath had won back-to-back national titles for Alabama, back-to-back.
Okay.
And Stabler was his backup, okay?
That's a squad.
Now the following year, Stabler, when Namath got drafted,
Yeah.
Stabler was the starting quarterback for Alabama. They went undefeated. Alabama did. They're trying to go for the three-peat. They ran the table and got nothing to show for it. You know who won the national title that year?
Who got that?
Michigan State and Notre Dame, the tie, the 10-10
Oh,
tie.
that was that year?
They gave them co-national champions when you, Kenny Stabler, are trying to defend the back of it. You went undefeated and didn't win nothing to show for it. What the hell is that all about?
College was a mess back in the day.
Now, if that was Michigan, I would say the same thing. I'd be like, nope, that ain't fair.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
it's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not. I agree. It's not fair. So I'm going to take my piece of that championship, but it ain't fair.
Of course you would. You little fucking snake. You are a snake.
Am I Stabler or Plummer? Because I love Plummer. I ain't going to lie to you. Okay, I got one more for you. I got one more. We'll go one more each.
Okay.
All right, got to go Brett Favre, right? Brett Favre.
Okay. Brett Favre. That's a good one. Okay, let me see. One more. Let me go to the two. I'll go with, I guess, Roethlisberger. I'll go with him.
Okay, Big Ben. All right, Big Ben got it done, man. That was one of my favorite Super Bowls. The one, I think they won 2, I think, with him, right? But the one where James Harrison picked that ball off and ran it back, like that was badass. That was a fun game to watch. That's one of my favorite Super Bowls of all time.
Yeah. So there's your Super Bowl.
All right.
Quarterback participation roll call.
Roll call. What we got next?
Okay, we talked about this earlier.
Okay.
I'd asked you if you've seen the footage that had just came out about the guy that stole the airplane from the Seattle airport back in, I believe it was 2018, and there's an audio recording. Have you seen that?
I have not, but dude just stole an airplane.
He stole an airplane. I'm not talking about one of them little La Bamba planes. He stole an airplane that like people with suits would be on flying to L.A.
Did you say La Bamba plane?
Yeah, it ain't one of them he stole. He stole a big ass.
How in this day and age, post 9/11, does somebody steal an airplane?
Randy, I was just getting ready to say that, man. Listen, I try to tell you guys about all that flying, man. You guys like it. No. And this ain't helping my phobia. How a motherfucker could just get out a plane and steal it.
Just took the mug. Like he got the keys. Like he got the keys. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, bloop, bloop. Like what? He just
Be a real American. So steal a car. Steal somebody's car or something, man. Push some kid off a bike, take his bike. Don't steal an airplane. Now, there was no one in the airplane, thank God. But he's talking on the audio, And he's got the most calm. He actually sounds like he's a nice guy. Actually, to be honest with you, just watch it later, okay?
Okay.
He sounds like a nice guy, and he's asking because the air traffic control people or whoever the people that you have to communicate with, is that air traffic control? Okay. He's talking to them and he's asking them, can this do not a monkey roll? What do you call them? What a
barrel roll?
Barrel roll, yeah. He's asking them, can they do a barrel roll? And like what the Blue Angels do, like asking if it can. Yeah. And he's actually doing these maneuvers with the airplane. They actually show him where he's like going up in the air, back, and they said he came like 15 feet from landing in the lake. There was a body of water there. And he said, this is the way he said it. They said, I did a successful flip. I didn't want to land it. Or no, he said, I didn't want to skim the water. How do I do a flip where I can crash the plane? How does that work? I mean, that's how he's talking to him.
Dude's trying to crash the plane?
Yeah. And he said, and look, this is how considerate he is. He's a considerate guy. He wanted to make sure that he was out in an open area because he didn't want to hurt anybody on the mainland or whatever. He didn't want to hurt nobody.
I think the main idea of the story is what's wrong with people. What dude was trying to kill himself in this plane?
Randy, how? Okay, what? No, he was going to kill himself, but he was just having fun with. He wasn't. Randy, I can't even describe it. The way that he's talking it sounds like just a normal conversation, like two friends talking. He doesn't sound like a madman or maniac. I don't know. The guy stole an airplane.
All right. Okay.
and then they got the footage of him. They show him walking in the airport with his vest on, backpack, and he stole an airplane. He just stole it. How do you now? This is how I'm wondering how you could just steal an airplane. So they just got like keys in there where if you just break in there, you can start the damn thing and just take off. How does that work?
I never started a plane.
He stole an airplane.
I can see him out there with a Slim Jim, like getting like gone in 60 seconds, kind of shit.
Just watch the video. Seattle, the guy steals airplane. It's from like 7 or 8 years ago. He stole an airplane. He crashed it.
Okay, we need you to call into the show if you know how to steal an airplane.
This motherfucker stole an airplane. A real airplane.
Okay. All right, I got something for you, man. Are you done with the airplane, man?
I'm done with the airplane.
Yeah, you're passionate about this airplane, man. This guy was crazy.
Okay, before you get into your story, if you had to explain to anybody that listens to our show, how do I feel about flying an airplane?
Well, he ain't trying to do it. He ain't trying to fly.
I'm not getting on no airplane.
What if I stole one? What if I stole a private jet? It was like, Ray, let's go to Bahamas right now.
I don't trust you behind the wheel of a car. I'm not getting no airplane with you. Not no La Bamba plane, not no real airplane. Commercial, coach, first class, whatever. Whatever the fucking shit's called.
I'm a good driver. Come on now.
Told you guys about all that flying, man. You guys need to slow down on that. Okay, go ahead.
I wish I was catching a plane today because it's winter wonderland out there, man.
I ain't flying.
Okay, time for what you know. All right, and you inspired this one on the way over here when I was driving, by the way. All right, dude, come on now. What you know about the Raising Hell album? Just because you were dropping knowledge on this thing, I think people need to know. Everybody's got this album in their collection or had it when they were kids, right? What you know about the Raising Hell album? Run DMC, baby.
I remember it was the summer of '86. That's when I first started to play like a lot of tennis. I was playing tennis a lot. And 3 great albums came out that year. The Run DMC Raising Hell album, the Beastie Boys License to Ill album, and the Fat Boys Big and Beautiful album. All them albums came out in '86.
Def Jam.
And that was the first clear cassette that I've ever seen, ever.
The clear cassettes.
Clear cassettes. First time I ever seen a clear cassette. I think that was a Rick Rubin produced album.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see the Raising Hell album. You want me to name all the songs in order?
You know we need the track list. You know we need that. You know he's got it.
All right.
You know he's got it up.
It's only because I listened to this album, so I still listen to this album.
It's a great
to this
album.
day. Now on side A it started off with Peter Piper, Raising Hell. No. Peter Piper, It's Tricky. My Adidas. Walk This Way.
Yes.
Is It Live?
Is It Live?
And Perfection.
Perfection. Come on now.
And then the other side, side B, Hit It Run, Raising Hell, You Be Illin', Touchdown,
You be
Dumb Girl.
dumb.
Yep, Dumb Girl. That was one of those songs, if you had like speakers that were real loud with the bass and all that, Dumb Girl's a song to play because it has that boom, boom. Son of Byford, brother of Al.
Keep going.
And my second favorite song on the whole track, Proud to Be Black, man. I'm proud to be black, Randy. And that's a fact, y'all.
And if you try to take what's mine, I'll take
Take it back, y'all.
I sang that thing religiously, like seriously. Like
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I knew that whole.
First concert I ever went to.
I know.
Patty Plumondon took me and Dan Plumondon to Pine Knob. First time I've been to Pine Knob. First time I ever been to a concert. It was the License to Ill tour is what it was called.
Are you kidding me?
And Run DMC came on. It was dark outside. Yeah. It was dark, and you could hear the helicopter.
What?
You could hear it, and then you could see the plane land. It was black. Had the Run DMC logo on there.
The one in the video.
And Jay was already was already on the turntable and all that. But he's the one who introduced Daryl and Joe and brought them out, man.
That's awesome, dude.
That's from the Raising Hell album.
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't get to see Run DMC till a few years ago, so post JMJ. But man, I loved it, dude. It was great. So, God, this is living those moments.
Great album, man.
Great album right there.
That's a great album.
you drop Son of Byford. Come on now. Come
brother
on.
of Al.
That is my
It runs my pal.
It's
McDaniels, not McDonald's. These rhymes are Daryl's. Those burgers are Ruddles. All right, man. That's what I know about that Run DMC Raising Hell album.
Okay, I had to do that because he was in the car just going through every track. Like I'm like, oh my God, I remember all those songs. That was so much awesomeness. All right, cool. All right, well, where we going next, Ray?
I don't know, man. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. Did you do anything for Valentine's Day? Yeah, I think I watched a couple Greg Valentine matches. I don't know. What'd you do?
Made a lasagna. That's what I did.
Chicken lasagna?
No, not chicken, man. I used a little pork sausage, a little sauce.
Parmesan?
What's that? Oh, hell yeah. Goddamn Parmesan.
Oh, man. Hot sauce? Put some good hot sauce on there, Randy?
No hot sauce, but put a few pepper flakes in
White
it. Give
people.
it a little bit.
Man, white
A little
people.
pepper flakes.
Y'all
Come on,
scared
man.
of hot sauce, man. Why you guys so... Come on. Put some hot sauce on them.
I'm just saying, proud to be black. You call me... Okay, just kidding.
All right, man. Yeah.
Just kidding.
It was a wrong year to be saying that.
That's definitely the wrong year, man. I just got a lot of hate mail now, man. I know I'm pretty white. I ain't gonna lie to you, Ray. I'm pretty white.
You are not white. You and Ernie Johnson are not white.
I don't know.
You guys are not white.
I don't have the Ernie card, man. I don't.
Dude, you were the ultimate don't judge a book by its cover. Dude, you're the blackest motherfucker I've ever met.
That's false. That is a false
Oh, yeah.
That is a false statement. I grew up on the east side. That's false. All right, man. We're gonna get myself in trouble. All right. Where are we at, Ray?
I don't know, Randy. We're just going off the cuff.
I mean, after Raising Hell, we just dropping the mic, man.
Okay, I got one for you.
right.
Randy. Okay. This is called like the I Need Answers segment. Okay.
Okay, I got answers for you, man.
Okay.
I got answers.
So you're hearing this for the first time, but I need answers, Randy.
I got you.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We told him 5 times, don't get involved in that. We've been telling him that for years. Now look at what he did. He done got himself in trouble. What's up with that?
That story. Sometimes, here's the answer to that. Sometimes a knucklehead got to be a knucklehead. And it doesn't matter what you tell them. A knucklehead's going to be a knucklehead. And you could tell them 12 times. You could drop a brick on their head. You could write the message on their forehead. You could do anything, and he's still going to do it. He's still going to do it. So you just got to sit back and be like, Sometimes you got to watch a knucklehead be a knucklehead until he learns it himself. And sometimes, Ray, they still don't learn it. That's facts.
True. But see, here's the thing, Randy. I've been told not to do certain things too in my lifetime. Now, granted, I don't listen to 97% of them, but there's certain people where I see the light when they talk. You would be one of those people. I see the light when they say it, and I don't want to disappoint them. So if you tell me, hey, knock that stuff off in the way that you would say it, I would listen, man. How come people don't listen to people that they need to be listening to?
I think because That's a good question. I think you got to have that respect for that person. Like you said, if you get the respect from the person, you might have a chance of breaking through. But when it's 97% of people out there, they ain't listening to 97% of the crap that's coming at them. You know what I mean? So if you break through and you get a little respect from them, then maybe you could reach them. But that's hard to do, and a lot of people don't even take the time to do it. Right? You know what I mean? Like that's to build a relationship and get in there. Man, people ain't got time for that, right? Because they just like that kid's a waste, you know. And so you got to get somebody that believes in you first. That's going to spend that time to actually connect with you. I guess that would be my thought there. That would be my thought there. But still, knuckleheads are knuckleheads sometimes. But yeah, I feel you.
Okay, I got something else for you.
Okay, what you got?
I want to talk about last week's Super Bowl.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to give you too much of a hard time.
No,
not too much.
I can't.
No. I'm not that guy. Not when it comes to. I already told you I got a rule. When it comes to championship games, I lay off.
Yeah.
Because I don't go nowhere near anybody when I'm playing for the title or when my team is playing for the title.
Mm-hmm.
You got to leave them alone when it comes to that. But you know, sometimes what goes around comes around. You had a little snide comment about a month ago, right? Sitting in this seat right here. I ain't winking over there. Okay, I got a question, Ray. And you win. Yeah. You can't play psychology with me, buddy.
I got you. Hit me with it.
Okay, now you told me. Now you got to remember, I've watched a Super Bowl with you one time, so I've seen you in that capacity. I know what you look like. I know what you do when you're watching the Super Bowl. Okay, you got your Derek Thomas jersey on. You got your Christian Okoye on the fucking curtains over there. He's one of them guys that puts the jersey on the curtains.
Gots to.
Now you told me during when we were talking about the Ohio State-Michigan game, when I was happy that they won. You talking about body language and body English. First, who's looking at somebody's body English when a game is on? Look at the goddamn game, would you? Because I know you're rooting for them to lose. You're rooting for inside you. You're rooting for them to lose.
100%.
You want them to lose, okay?
Yeah.
Now, and you said, "Oh, I'm a freak though, man. I'm in it till the end." Well, we're gonna see how much of a freak you are now. At what point of the game did you take that jersey off the curtains and said, we ain't winning this one. We're done.
No. I listen.
Or did you fight to the end?
No, listen, I knew when it was over. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not even gonna try to mince words here. I knew about halfway through the first quarter it was over, and I'm gonna tell you why. The kryptonite to stopping this Chiefs team is the same kryptonite that stopped the Patriots team. If you could get a pass rush, if they can't block it's over. And I saw that early on. We couldn't block them. Now we had some, injuries on the line. Our guard had to move to tackle, and you know what I mean. We had all kinds of problems with our line this year, right? But we still made it to the Super Bowl. But once I saw that we weren't blocking Philly, I'm like, oh no, oh no, this is over. And I was still rooting for him. I was hoping, but I knew midway through the first, I'm like, this is over, and that's just what I saw. That was my.
They did dominate the line of scrimmage.
Killed it. Killed it. Yep.
Has Patrick Mahomes ever been hit like that? The entire game?
Yeah. In fact, it was in the Super Bowl against Tampa. We were down our two starting tackles, Eric Fisher and the other guy at the time, I can't remember, but against Brady in the Super Bowl with Tampa, we couldn't block him. And Mahomes was running for his life, and we couldn't block him, and we lost that Super Bowl. So the two Super Bowls we lost is because we couldn't block nobody. And that was, that's where it is, man. That's where it is. If you get pressure on a good quarterback, it's over. It's over. If you can get pressure with the front four without even half in a blitz like Philly did, it's over, And I hated it. I hated every minute of it, but it was a fact.
I'm going to tell you who hates both of us right now.
Who's that?
Since we're talking Philadelphia Eagles, we didn't even say Ron Jaworski for the roll call, man. Jaws. We didn't even say Jaws, man.
Baby. And we got McNabb, but not Jaws, huh?
We didn't say Jaws, man.
Oh, my bad. Respect Jaws, man. I loved him as a sideline reporter. His ESPN reporter was great.
Here's something I can't figure out about the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he had a good game or not, or whatever. I don't care what the numbers were. What was wrong with that Travis Kelce guy? The look on his face. Why was he looking sad the entire game?
He was getting ass handled. He was getting crushed.
Does he look like that a lot, though? Like when he's having a bad game? Every time they showed him, he literally looked like he had just got done crying or something, like one of them sad cry. He didn't look Didn't look normal.
He was befuddled, and he's had befuddled games before. I mean, the whole team was looking befuddled. So it was just what it was. You know, he looks that way. I mean, the haircut doesn't help. He had a rough haircut on there, but I'm not judging him his haircut. He's one of the greatest tight ends of all. He is the greatest tight end of all in my book, right?
I wish I had hair like that. My hair don't grow like that.
Nah, he just need a better cut though.
I
can't judge. Look at me. Look at what I'm talking about, a man's haircut. Look, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but you had good hair. You had good hair when you were a kid, though. When your hair, you had good hair.
It was kind of messy. You know, I had some bowl haircuts. I had to go through that phase. You know, I never had good hair. Never could dress myself. I can't talk about nothing, man.
You guys gonna be back next year?
Yeah, I think there's a good chance. Listen, it's tough, man. It's so tough to get back.
Oh, I know.
But I think if we revamp the line, work a little bit, we're going to lose some key guys though too. You know, we gotta try to sign my boy Bolton back. We got some problems. But we're going to get Rashee Rice back as a receiver. That'll help us tremendously. I mean, it was patchwork all year. You know, I mean, we had people talk about how many Lions injuries we had. We had just as many injuries on our offense than they did on their defense. You know what I mean? And we were patchworking it together with anybody we could. You know, so I think we got a good chance. I think if we revamp and get it back, you know what I mean. Whenever you got Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, you're not counting that team out.
Oh yeah,
Chris Jones and Travis Kelce. I mean, come on, those guys are legit. You know, the fact that we made it through Murderers Row in the AFC. I mean, again, like, come on now, third straight year. Come on.
I'm gonna give KC some credit here, man. The fact that they had the opportunity to three-peat, that's never happened before. No one's ever attempted a three-peat in the Super Bowl.
I think they have. Yeah, I think it's happened 4 times. I think I saw that stat. I'm pretty sure.
Name one.
Dallas.
What Dallas team?
Hold on. We have to look this up. I'm pretty sure I saw the stat. I think it was four times there was an opportunity. I think Pittsburgh did it. I think I'm pretty sure it was 4 times. I think I saw this.
It wasn't the Steel Curtain that did it.
Okay.
Because, hold on, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Who'd you say first? We'll run by that. We'll talk about it right now. Who'd you say first? The Cowboys?
Dallas, yeah.
Okay. If you're going back to the 70s,
yeah,
they won the Super Bowl 5, which would be the 1970 Cowboys. They won Super Bowl 5.
You might be right. You know what? I think you are right. I think the stat I saw was that 4 teams won 2 in a row and never got back or something like that. So you're right. You're right. You got me on this. Yeah,
no one's ever had the opportunity we can three-peat today.
Yeah, like
in a Super Bowl.
Got you.
I'm talking about an actual Super Bowl game.
Okay, got you. You never made it back to the actual game.
Right. There's never been a team that's won back-to-back Super Bowls and then played in the Super Bowl the very next year or the year before.
All right.
Let me see. Tell you how hard, I'm going to put in perspective how hard it is, man. If you go by the numbers, it's never happened in the Super Bowl. Well, this is the first time.
Yeah.
First time it's ever happened in the Super Bowl era that somebody had an opportunity to three-peat. In college football, forget about it. It's been since 1936 the last time somebody three-peated. Tell me who three-peated. The last college football team.
36.
I'm gonna give you 10 guesses. And it's not a weird school.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like a weird school that you never heard of.
Right. Michigan.
No.
Notre Dame.
Nope.
Alabama.
Nope.
I have no idea who it is. Who's this?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, really?
Last team to three.
Gophers,
the Golden Gophers.
And have they been there since 36, 37, 38?
I think I know the first half of the 20th century, they were like your Michigan, Ohio States, your Notre Dames. I think Army and Navy were good too, but Minnesota was a powerhouse in the first half of the 20th century. That's why you always hear Minnesota. They always talk about we want to get back to our old glory years. They were a powerhouse in the first half of the 20th century. After 1950, that's basically Woody Hayes and everybody else after that. So Bear Bryant. But yeah.
This is a walking encyclopedia, dropping knowledge on us again, man. Good work out of you. Good work out of you.
Do my homework, man.
I know you don't need to do your homework. It's up in your dome. You don't even have to study. You know this.
Hey, we can swear now. Oh, speaking of swearing. Oh, yeah.
What'd I do?
This motherfucker here.
What'd I do?
This guy right here. Hey, look. This guy right here.
What'd I do?
The last show that we did, he reiterated 4 times.
Hey,
you can't be cussing. Don't cuss today. Or don't cuss next Saturday. I won't. Okay, he told me again on the track. Don't forget, no cussing, right? I know. before the show, right? No F-bombs, no cussing. Don't say nothing. No, you can't cuss it. I gave you my word, Randy. I won't. Okay. All right. And he was serious, too. So, who dropped an F-bomb on the show?
That's all we have for today.
You didn't just swear you said the F word. Oh, sorry. Can they hear me out there?
I don't know, but my bosses are listening. No, just kidding. We're good.
Oh, okay.
No, we're good. We're good, man. You know what? It happens from time to time. What can I say, man? What can I say?
You know what? I want to talk about a miscarriage of justice. Something we talked about on the last show. I forgot to mention this when you asked me, what do I know about Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Here's something I have to acknowledge, and I got to tell it like it is. I'm not a Notre Dame fan, but it's bullshit, man. In '93. Notre Dame and Florida State at the end of the regular season had one loss. Both of them. They had the same record. Notre Dame won the head-to-head meeting, though. They played each other. They won the head-to-head meeting. So they were both, I don't know if it was 10-1 or 11-1, but they both had one loss at the end of the year, and Florida State got to play in the national title game. So all I want to know, Randy, if I'm 10-1, you're 10-1, I beat you, why are you playing the title game? How in the fuck are you better than me? Damn, now I'm swearing too much.
That's all right. If I was Notre Dame, I would have showed up at that game and took the field anyways and made him kick me off. Because, like, come on, man. If you beat someone head-to-head and you guys got the same record.
Same record. That made you better.
I think it's clear. So I would have.
I
would have showed up full pads, went out on the field, and been like, all right, kick us off. This is our game. It's our game.
Yeah, that pisses me. That ain't right, man. That's all. I forgot to mention that in the what you know about Notre Dame. That's some bullshit.
That is.
And Florida State won the national title. Charlie Ward, I mean, I'll give them credit. They were good, man, but they didn't have the right to be there. Yeah. Should have been Notre Dame.
Who ended up being a hooper, right? Remember Charlie Ward?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Turned into a basketball player.
I'm not shit, man. And did at Florida State. He played with Sam Cassell and Bob Sura. Man, what you know about Bob Sura? That was the 3-guard rotation at Florida State.
Did the Pistons draft Bob Sura? I think they did.
I know he played for the Pistons.
I think they
did. They draft him?
I think they did.
Yeah,
I
think so.
Double check them. But
I think so. But
Bobby Sura.
Yep. Sam Cassell, Charlie Ward, and Bob Sura.
Dropping names over here.
Bob Sura, man.
I always think of Sam Cassell as being older, but he really was. I don't know why I think of him as being older. But he
it's because his eyes are really slanting. He's ugly. That adds years to your how you look when you're ugly. No, when I say this, I don't mean slanting eyes. Like I'm not talking about Asian people. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, just the appearance of his face. Yeah, I understand.
He's ugly.
Really?
Ugly people don't look young.
Yeah.
Like I look 25.
He was the starting point guard on those Houston Rockets teams, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go, Hakeem and
Yeah. Shit, man. His rookie year, when they beat New York, his rookie year.
Yeah.
Other than Hakeem Olajuwon, Sam Cassell could have won MVP. If Hakeem didn't dominate the way he did, Sam Cassell as a rookie was lighting the Knicks up.
That's awesome, man. All right. I just want to say Otis Thorpe. I got to find a way to work Otis Thorpe. I'm contractually obligated to bring up Otis Thorpe.
What about Mad Max, man?
Oh, Mad
Maxwell. Mad Max.
Mad Max was a baller, bro. I like that Houston team.
I like that Houston team too, man. Kenny Smith was good.
Oh yeah, Kenny. Yeah,
Robert Horry.
Oh my God, Robert was on that team too.
Man, Eric Riley, man, from Michigan. He was on the bench. He was on those Houston teams. Eric Riley, man. What you know about Matt Bullard?
Matt Bullard, baby. Let's go, Matt Bullard. Ohio State or Indiana? Indiana. I think he was Big Ten. I know he was.
Did
Big
he go?
Ten.
I don't know if he played for the Bucks or Hoosiers, but
I think he was a Hoosier. I think he was a Hoosier. Matt Bullard was Big Ten for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember watching that fool back in the day.
Who else was on those? Clyde was on the next year's team because they traded him for Otis Thorpe, who you were just talking about.
You go. Yeah.
Who else? Carl Herrera. He looked just like Smoke. Ooh, they look like twins. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. And who else played on them Houston teams? Randy?
Who's the coach? Tom Jonovitz?
Rudy T. Mm-hmm. Don't underestimate the heart of a champion, he said.
There you go.
Let me see. Cassell,
I'm tapped
Mad
out.
Max, Ori. We got to come up with one more Houston Rocket. Who was one more Houston Rocket? I think either Charles Jones or Caldwell Jones. One of them old-looking Sanford and Son fucks was on that team. I can't remember. Earl Cureton, Earl the Twirl.
Was
Earl
it?
played on them teams.
I think Earl just passed away too.
A couple years ago he did.
Was
Yep.
it a couple years ago?
Yep,
Okay,
yep, he
all
did.
right.
Yep, Earl Cureton, former
Okay.
Piston.
Former Piston. Yeah, he was like an ambassador for the Pistons. He was always at that Pistons stuff.
Just
man.
started naming the Houston Rockets.
I know.
We just did today what we usually do when we're walking. Just come up with the most weird shit. Just start naming shit.
Dude, you went with Matt Bullard though, and I love
Matt Bullard.
and the Mad Max, dude. How can I forget Mad Max?
Mad Max was my favorite player on that
He
team.
was awesome. I was old as Thorpe guy. That two-handed dunk all day long. Every game, he got a two-handed dunk, like over his head. He would get the ball, boom, go baseline, and two-handed dunk. Every game, I swear to God.
Otis Thorpe and Larry Johnson had the biggest shoulders of any NBA player.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Their
Oh, yeah.
shoulders were Anthony Mason had big shoulders too.
Yes. Yep. You know what the biggest bicep? Kevin Willis had the biggest arms on earth. They were like this big. Like they were just
Bigger than Karl Malone's?
I think because Karl Malone was more stocky, so his look, you know what I mean? They had a different look because Kevin Willis was lanky. He had long arms, but it still was that big, man. Dude played like 20 years in the league.
Kevin Willis, he could have played on my team, man. He was a great garbage man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
In the basketball world, near garbage man, that's a good thing.
Garbage men are great.
He's a good protector, good rebounder,
Yep.
mean.
Yep.
He's the only player, listen to this. I can't believe you brought up Kevin Willis. Out of all the games I've been to at the Palace, he's the only player I ever seen get ejected. At a game. He was a Spur at the time. He was a San Antonio Spur at the time.
Okay.
But he got ejected. I think he went after might have been Jason Maxiell. I can't remember.
Maxiell, yeah.
He went after somebody that he knew he could go after.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Maxiell.
went after Jason Max. He got thrown out. It's the only time I've seen somebody get thrown out.
Speaking of Maxiell, random Pistons. I saw a Piston get thrown out one time. It was Charlie Villanueva. Remember when he was?
Oh God!
It was so bad. He like ran back in the locker room and came back out. It was like, what are you doing, man? What are you?
I remember when he played at Connecticut.
Charlie V.
He tried to play on the Venezuelan Olympic team, but they didn't want him because they said he's too out of shape. While he was playing in the NBA, Charlie V. I like Charlie.
I'm
like
not mad
that.
at him. He had a little game. But boy, yeah, Pistons wasted a lot of money on that.
You know what our next roll call is going to be for our next show?
Yeah.
Obscure Detroit Piston names
Let's go.
over the years.
I got number one. But I'm gonna save it.
Okay, all right. You ain't taking mine because I have a feeling I know who you're going to say. You ain't taking mine.
I bet we're on the same track with this.
Okay? What does his last name start with?
A D.
Okay, it ain't the guy.
Okay, all right,
my
cool
guy.
then. All right, okay.
All right.
What's yours?
Do you want me to say the name or
No, the last name. What it starts with?
C?
Okay. All right. We're gonna have to figure this out. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. We got a shout out. I think we do today, right?
Okay. You go first.
No, I'm gonna let you start this one, but unless you got a different one. But it's got to be Nick, right?
I got to think of something first. I didn't know we were doing shout outs today.
Oh, the equipment manager. Come on. I thought this.
Yeah. Nick.
That's why I wanted you to do it. If you want this.
Nick Ponomarenko. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
I think so, man.
All right. Ooh, man. Nice one. You'll have to go first, Randy. I know what I'm going to say already, but you caught me off guard.
Long time.
I already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, long time equipment manager, Flint Central, man. Dude's a legend. Nick Pomeranko. Ray passed away. Ray told me the news. So just want to shout out, man. And people work behind the scenes doing the stuff, man. I remember the day he handed me my number 50 jersey. Like, you know what I mean? You go back to that equipment room to get your stuff. Now, he did give me the really bad pads. I'm not going to lie to you, Nick. But when he handed me that 50 jersey, that varsity jersey with number 50 on it, I was like, oh, hell yeah. That was good times right there. So, yeah, Nick was always hooking it up, man. Yep.
There's nobody like that. No, is there, like at Davison High School? Is there anybody like that where, like, you see like an old white guy and they're, one of those? Yeah. Is there any? That's gone though. I think that's gone now.
I think it might be.
There. When I got to Central, when I started practicing football with you guys in the summertime, JVs going into ninth grade, Phil introduced me to my first day of practice. There's two people that Botziel's introduced me to. because they were standing right next to each other. Nick Ponomarenko and Nate Braswell. Met them both same day. Those were the first. I mean, I knew who you and Mark were, but other than you, Mark and Phil, I didn't know anybody on that team. Nobody. Never heard of nobody. Never heard of Fred Jackson. I didn't put 2 and 2 together that was Fred Jackson's son. Mm-hmm. I would have never thought that. But I love his accent, the way that he talked. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know when I got in that trouble at school and I came back in 12th grade, he had some choice words what he thought of that, and he's entitled to his opinion at the time. Now that I'm older, I respect his view on that, his position on that, because I was pretty immature when I was younger. And then I ran into my senior year, we didn't talk at all. I had to do business with him because he was the equipment guy and all that. But we literally never, we didn't say a word to each other, man. But I ended up running into him at McDonald's on Court Street, next to McDonald's there. Next to Walmart. The one next to Walmart. I ran into him at 5:30 in the morning at McDonald's, man. He was reading the paper. You know how older folks sit there, read their paper, eat their sausage McMuffin with egg, big breakfast and all that. And he had the cool, like, how would you describe these hats? It's not a Kangol, not like what I wear, but like what the third-class passengers on the Titanic wore. What do you call them hats?
Fedoras or something?
Okay, he had a hat like that on. Yeah. I'm not calling him a third-class person. I'm just saying that's kind of hat. You look cool with it on. Cool with it on. And when I walked in there, this had to have been 98 or 99. We made eye contact, okay? So I didn't want it to be awkward. I wanted to order my food, and I was going to go say hello to him. And I went over, said hello to him, and I brought that up, and he still felt very strongly about it. But he didn't owe me an apology. I didn't feel the need for him to apologize. He did apologize, and I appreciated that, even though he didn't have to apologize. He was just expressing his opinion. But we had a nice conversation for about a half hour, and I think I seen him maybe 2 more times after that over the years, and talked to him and all that, and and then when I heard about what happened last week, it kind of makes me feel good though that we were able to talk about that at that McDonald's that one day, talk about it, get things off our chest, and then we were like friends after that. So,
that's good.
So I think he still owns the free throw shooting record in city basketball.
I heard that.
I used to think people were making that up.
Yeah, it was real.
But he did. I don't know if he still owns the record, but he had it for a long time.
It was like a ridiculous number too, right?
He's like J.J. Redick in high school at the free throw line. Never missed. I mean, he missed, but I just think that's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
I knew his ancestors were from Europe, but I didn't know they were from the Ukraine.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, and I was not aware of the Nazis taking some of his family. I didn't know that until I read the obituary.
Yeah.
But Nick Ponomarenko, Mr. Bobian, and Mr. Ireland, those are the guys and Stan Crouch. Remember the counselor, Mr. Crouch?
Oh yeah.
Those guys were just cool, man. They were they related to us, man. And they were like old looking. I think now, like a lot of these schools, all the teachers look young. Like a 48-year-old guy looks like a surfer.
Yeah.
From San Diego or something.
Yeah.
But man, those days are gone, man. But Nick was one of those guys. Just had he was cool, man. So yeah, that's my Nick story, man. All right, I'm gonna miss Nick.
Thanks, man. Thanks for everything, Nick. That's cool. That's a cool story. You got to reconnect. You know what I mean?
He never cared for my Grandpa Munster reference. I always thought he looked like Al Lewis. He hated that.
I bet he did.
I didn't call him that anymore. No, he really did not like that. And I never called him that afterwards.
All right, well,
good. He reminded me of Al.
Good. That's probably why he was like, "Oh, screw this dude." No. All right. Anything else, Ray?
I'm going to eat a steak somewhere. I don't know about you. I'm going to eat a steak.
Go home, eat some leftover lasagna. Let's go. Let's go. What? That's exciting for me, man. I'm fat. I'm gonna eat that. All right, y'all. Down with Flint Town. We're gonna have a real special episode next. So
Yes.
and it's coming sooner than you think. So
Yes.
peace.